Welcome to True Basketball. Today we're going to talk about the Lakers and the real reason why they cannot beat anybody. But please, like, subscribe, comment below. Let's begin with today's video. Supposedly, the media keeps telling us LeBron is a top 10 player. Kenny the Jet Smith had him second. Not all time. I'm talking about today in the NBA. Kenny Smith told us at the beginning of the season he's the second best player in the whole league. I'm gonna just get this right. So the Lakers have two of the best 10 players in the same team, but they can't beat anybody. So let me get this straight. When we ever saw that, so they are like a Kobe and Shaq that can't beat anybody. Something must be wrong somewhere, and you'll know about that in a minute. I'm just going to tell you first the reason why I started my channel. And one of the biggest reasons was LeBron James, because you cannot get any truth. You cannot get the truth in any of the main media outlets. There is something more, let's say, strange going on in the background, and I'm not gonna speculate on that. But what I would say is they don't tell you the truth of what's happening in the game. And I remember one of the things that got me off was this conception, not only the GOAT argument that LeBron is only second behind Jordan, which is ridiculous. I'm going to mention is, we're not talking about all-time great, we're not talking about his prime when he got beaten by Dirk. I'm talking about today. And this season is the perfect example of what I've been saying, and I'm gonna continue saying in my other videos, is the media keeps lying to you about what LeBron's impact on the game really is. Second best player in the whole league, so why can't you win? Like, you should be killing everybody. Well, it's because he doesn't have enough help. No. It's the coach. Well, I thought he got the coach he wanted. That genius. Incredible. Like Einstein of basketball, JJ Redick is supposed to be. But no, now JJ Redick is a rookie. I thought he was Pat Riley. But let's continue talking about the other stuff. What about the teammates? Well, the only big move that was promoted was that he got his kid in the team. I'm going to talk about that just very quickly. So let me get this straight. Where is Bronny? So all that media, craze about Bronny, father and son. You know what I'm telling you? I'm going to tell you something. And I said that in a short couple of months ago. I knew 2 years ago this was going to happen. LeBron needed, and this is something I'm going to say about LeBron as well, his whole career. He promoted consistently this narrative that he's the best for these little things here and there. And he needed his son. He needed his son next to him. He needed to play with his sons to say, I'm the only player ever to have played with his son, and that's why I'm the best. And he keeps using this type of ridiculous arguments to say he's the best. Oh, nobody has ever done what I've done at this age. And by the way, the LeBron fans are just repeating, copy and paste what the media, brainwashes them with, which is LeBron is old and look at what he's doing. Look at his triple doubles. Yes, he has triple doubles because he's stat padding, and still Jokic has more triple doubles than him. Magic Johnson has more triple doubles than him. Total, because we like totals now. It's not about per game stuff anymore. It's about totals. Okay, let's talk about totals. Jokic and Magic have more triple doubles in less time, in half the time. Imagine you have two sons, and one of them, and you send them to the grocery store, and one brings 10 things in half an hour, and the other one brings 8 in an hour. Who did it best? So this is how ridiculous the argument has become. But this is how unreliable and, in my opinion, corrupted the media has become. You cannot be telling this lie with a straight face. You can't. Like, LeBron is hurting his team, and we all can see it. That team can beat anybody. And what's the reason for that? Apart from all the, antics and all the stuff that LeBron throws at us that hurts his teammates. And he keeps telling us that he doesn't have enough help, and he want to trade the whole team, and the team doesn't work, and he has to work along with nothing. Even though he has a top 10 player, maybe top 5. Oh, what are you talking about? Anthony Davis is not a top 5 player. He's a bomb. Okay, let's analyze this season so far. So let's talk about Davis versus LeBron. So Anthony Davis is seventh in the whole NBA with 27.4 points, 11 rebounds, about 7th as well. And obviously he doesn't have assists because he's a center, doesn't stack assists. What about LeBron? Well, he has 23 points, but he's 26. And you know why he's 26? Because nowadays it's easier to make a lot of points. So everybody has 23 points today, because it's a league where you can touch anybody. It's a league that it's easier just to, stat pad, as much as you can. Different from the 22 points Jordan scored in 2004, when it was super difficult to score, when it was the slowest pace, and you had the lane was narrow, and there was no space with a lot of centers and power forward in front of you. So he scored 22 at that time, and this is what LeBron, how the way LeBron's mind works is, I need to keep up the scoring so I can, be the 40-year-old with the more points. That's what he cares about, not winning. But if you check the stat line, it looks good, isn't it? 23, 8, and 9. The typical, is he as good as he was in his prime? Honestly, no. Because it's easier to do those stats today in easily the weakest era in the history of basketball. And this is coming from someone who doesn't like the 60s, particularly the 60s. The same thing happened in the 60s, where the league was interested in, just running and do a lot of stats. But if only there was a way to know, if only there was a way to know exactly how much is his impact on the court, how much is he hurting his team. Well, I got it for you. By the way, I got inspired by Uncut Hoops, a big fan of his show, and Skap Attack. That's the reason I created my channel, because I started to see that there was no truthful information in the media. So let's go to the advanced stats, shall we? PER, some people like it, some people don't. But remember, PER takes all the statistics into account and tells you more or less how much value offensively a player has. And Anthony Davis is 4th in the whole NBA, the 4th best PER, the 4th best player offensively overall. What about his plus minus? He's 13. So he's close to the top 10 in plus minus, even with LeBron on the court giving away a lot of easy layups and dunks to the other team. His plus minus is okay. And his win shares, and this is what I like about win shares. It's not telling you how good is a player like the PER. What it tells you is it's good to have you on the court. So when you are on the court, the team wins more. Or are you hurting the team with your defense? For example, Carmelo had that problem on defense, or Damian Lillard on defense. They hurt their team because they can't stop anybody. So if they're giving easy layups, easy dunks, easy shots to everybody. So let's talk about Davis. He's 10th in win shares. So it's very, very good. He not only carries you, so it's very, very good having him on the court. No wonder why he's an MVP caliber player. What about LeBron? Let's have a look, shall we? So he's 25th in PER, and which is obviously not good. Nothing close to a top 10 player. 25th with 21 PER in this, in this era, advanced era of analytics. 20 points, 21 PER is worse than a DeMar DeRozan type of player. But, he's old. I'm gonna give him a pass. Even though Duncan was a very positive player for his team. What about plus minus? He's 28. 28. Okay, that is the teammates. Yeah, that's what it is. Yes. So what about win shares? How much does LeBron affect winning, or his lack of defense does? Well, he's 74 in the whole league. So 74, there are 73 players that are more positive to have on the court than him. And that's having Anthony Davis helping him a little bit. So I want people to understand that he wants to play many minutes, that he wants to stack up all the stats, but his team doesn't win when he does that. He is the reason, the sole reason the Lakers are struggling. I love that team. That team is great if you remove LeBron James. If they play normal basketball, if you don't play him one day, like last season, by the way, they can beat basically anybody. But the fact of having him on the court, racking up stats, and playing no defense, not only affects the game of his teammates, and affects the fact that, by the way, they started winning because they already had a plan of using Davis as the main guy. But no, all of a sudden LeBron wanted to do his stats because, it's not looking good for him, for the fake GOAT argument. And all of a sudden they started to get destroyed by everybody. This is the reason they are struggling. He is killing his teams. Defense has always been important, but he knows the casual fans only care about points, assists, and rebounds, and he's gonna stack pad as much as possible, and that's hurting his team and the Lakers season in another tragedy.